Hello, hello. We continue our adventures in the game Mass Effect Andromeda.
Alright, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
Her face is tired? I never heard that expression in my whole life. My face is tired. Okay, it's crazy woman. Let's try not to upset him. He wanted me to be what?
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Okay, so basically these people spent 14 months in this space station, don't know what's outside that station, never been to the close planet to which we went after just arriving from Milky Way galaxy, and we encountered angry aliens, or well, it's difficult situation because like one of heroes said, maybe my hero or other, we are aliens in this galaxy. Believe me or not, this is a woman. Yeah. I thought that it's man at first, but no. I guess one of missions is to talk with this sex.
That's an entire sector showing green. Good job,
If,
you two.
if I say sexy lady, would it be offensive? He was like, hello sexy lady? I'm not talking. Hello Cash? Hmm?
There
She
you are.
started to
Hope
talk.
the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
When I know that it's woman, her voice sounds more feminine than it was, but when I thought that it's man, I could bet that manly voice. Okay, let's ask some things. Krogan.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8
some
yet,
alien
have
race.
you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and in return, get more say in the initiative.
Ah, so she's of Krogan race, okay. Well, what I like about Mass Effect that it's many things you need to know, and at any time you can stop and look at encyclopedia to understand better. That makes this world look real. But other things just doesn't make sense, and we will talk about it a bit later. And now let's talk with that sexy woman, Krogan.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Okay, why is she? I bet she's looking for perfect husband. But
With your clan
let's see
gone, why did you stay?
what she
Complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
But
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda Initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jian Garson, was killed.
ooh,
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
what's that? Genophage.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Oh my god. Solarian, I believe, I'm sure it's another alien race from
No
Milky
wonder
Way.
your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What a nice it be. We come to new galaxy, and I'm sure there are another alien species living here, and we're just looking for new hope. It reminds me how Americans, well, Europeans, arrived to America for new beginning, and we didn't care about Indians and about other. That games is very American.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
Clear for
Try
now?
not to die out there.
I will. If I die, I will be reborn because it's a video game.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Cash. Okay, I need to talk with another people or strange looking animals. Oh, sorry, aliens.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
About that.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens we ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam move on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, let's wait. No. Where is my skills? Map, journal. Skills. Combat, maybe biotics. I like example. Don't know what I will say. Let's do the combat. Okay, I can't unlock that. Can't unlock that. Sound. Okay, maybe update pistol because it will always be with me. Shotgun. No, I don't like shotgun. I don't like sniper rifles. Combat fitness. That sounds nice. You have 1 point. Fair enough. Okay, I didn't confirm what I choose. Let's do again. Now it's confirmed. What else do we have? Okay, so the one question which should have been explained at the beginning of this game and to which I still don't know correct answer. Well, I have guess, but it's only guess. And the question is, why did people and other alien races move from Milky Way galaxy to Andromeda galaxy?
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic.
I saw that earlier, so will not stop for that. Anyway, so question, why did we move from Milky Way to Andromeda? I looked for the answer on the web.
Alright, moving on. Docking clamps.
What I need to do next?
Docking hatch integrity.
100% Nexus control.
And we're done. Hyperion
I'm not
status.
used to this menu. Okay. Journal called the game. Current missions. Only one mission. Speak with Sam. I must be finished. Okay, so I looked for the answer on the web, but I didn't find it. So I looked for some clues and thought maybe Milky Way galaxy was fully colonized. And I looked at some maps which were drawn by fans of this series, Mass Effect series, which I am not. That's the second game of Mass Effect I played. First one was Mass Effect 3.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny.
What a
Would
logic.
you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Okay.
Sure
Sounds
thing.
like side
What can I
mission.
do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
No, I'm fine. And I don't know, it just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
That's a nice view. But it's strange why we in space, why we don't go into planet. Well, it would be pretty the same and even safer on the planet. Or on the empty moon. And we orbiting. Okay, let's go to the map. No, I don't need job right now. What are you doing? Animate? No animate. So, it looks like, according to game theory, all the Milky Way belongs to someone. What I mean is no unexplored place in the Milky Way, and it's strange because it's 200 billion planets. It won't be so strange if it was colonized like
This is a nightmare.
10,000 years ago. So
What am I going to do?
intelligent species could spread and populate, but now it's like
This is wrong.
okay.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
Looks like math.
What's the word on the Tyrian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Coming to Andromeda.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
So my point is
What am I going to do?
Okay, just finish my thought. My point is this game happens in 2800 something years, and they left Milky Way in 2200 years. So it's like now 2017, and if you could imagine in
What am I going to do?
2200 years, So after 200 years from now, all Milky
What
Way
am I going to do?
would be colonized, and there would be lots of people. Like,
This is wrong.
well,
Just wrong.
it's hard to believe, but let's talk to Mariette.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
I think we saw her husband.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Of course.
I'd be happy to.
Such a
Oh,
nice
thank
looking
you.
lady.
I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
And after that, could we go on date? No? No? Okay. I won't talk to your husband. Bye. Just kidding. Okay. Speak with Sam on the repair. Okay, let's go to that inmate.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
Perhaps both.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
What fields do you study?
Herrick's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
It's hard to talk with women.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Okay, so now we see missions. maybe that's the easiest to missions. You can go to them. No. The first time I saw him, I told inmate, and I was right. He looked desperate.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Welcome back, Pathfinder. Please select a topic.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
What they doing in stationary station? I understand if it was flying ship, but that station just standing and they all look like, that's a nice man. Hello, are you single? Yeah, you want to go for coffee? No? Oh, maybe more? Nah, I don't like you anyway. Okay, so they all look like preoccupied, like they flying ships somewhere, but ship is not flying. Or should I say station? It's orbiting. What's my mission?
Engineering upgrade.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
No, bye.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Someone must be standing here, and I need to speak. Not to you, I need to speak with Sam. Where is Sam? Oh, it's a bit confusing. I need to look to the map all the time. Maybe I need to speak with Addison? Her look is not sexy at all. Not like other women in this game. I don't know what I need to do.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Well, I need to do something for sure here.
Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood.
Maybe I need some information. Okay, let's go through everything.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Okay, I hope that's enough.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder.
Okay. What's that? And maybe it's not mission. Okay. Let's say it's not mission. Okay. These are missions and it's explained what to do. This one, not mission. Yeah, it looks a bit different, yeah. Diamond shape with circle inside it, and this one diamond shape without circle in it. That's a difference, okay. My mistake, but at least I talked. That sexy woman.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrann Candres for authorization to participate.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts holding key positions, or just distracting the Ket. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
I see.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
You're in the forest? What district?
Mars. Pathfinder. No time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is... let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
No, too early. I like to do side missions first.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilk and Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying?
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Everything is so close. Doesn't even look like challenge.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilkin, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation! We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back! No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Speak with witness. Who witness? Where is witness? I need to go down.
Power draw is now at 1. All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
So confusing. So she must be here somewhere. Okay.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power
This
tunneling
one.
is complete.
Ah, you again? You look... You... Edge from the side, okay. I guess it's not your best side. No.
Cassidy Shaw. I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
investigate the murder evidence. How? Nothing on the map. Maybe when I will go to the planet, then I could investigate. Not now.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Okay, let's go to another mission.
Be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. But that isn't news to you, right?
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions. Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Well, I don't like when I can't see where I need to go to access my mission. Each time I need to look at the map and mark, and then only.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now underway. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now underway.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions. All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Okay.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Why are you showing me this?
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
I scanned them both. Why they showing me as an objective?
Report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
So what's up? I don't understand.
Tempest crew should report to the...
Do you need to look around or what? I really don't understand. Investigate the site.
Engineering update. We are working on
Maybe I need to follow this.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
Okay.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling end. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once. Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power...
So only this one.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more
This
power
one. This one.
repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
No. It's getting a bit annoyed, really.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Recently I finished to play Horizon Zero Dawn. And it was easier to locate things in this game.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. Engineering report. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Hopefully we will find this man or woman. Yes. Just want to look floors are here? She looks like criminal.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it. This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. All personnel to be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
This person is not a match.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
inaccurate match.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Please be advised that Hyperion
No,
docking
it isn't
procedures
what we
are
wanted,
now
but what
complete.
choice do we have? How the hell should I know?
Trans technician, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
He looks suspicious. Let's creepy smile on his face. Hello, are you criminal? We will see now.
Biometrics do not match.
Okay.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
We know what you've been up to. You're done here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Whatever happened back then, hurting people now makes no sense.
What do you know? I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people. Killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
One side mission is finished. And my hero needs to sleep. Then he will lie on this bed and will sleep for a while.